Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with One Punch Man Season 3 episode number 12 reaction, and this is the final episode of this season, I think. I think this season we had like 12 episodes. So, the previous episode we got three more battles. We had the Zombie Man versus I think what was his name? Ho- Homeless Emperor or something? I forgot his name. So that guy. Then we had the sperm, the black sperm versus Atomic Samurai, and then in the end we had Puri Puri Prisoner versus that other, those like that cat creature, a monster. So yeah, I think that was his name. Anyways, we had those three battles, individual battles, and that's it. Nothing much to talk about. Atomic Samurai wasn't able to defeat Black Sperm, so like we are still in the middle of that battle, I think. And yeah, like that's what the situation is. Anyways, let's see what happens. Hopefully, we get to see Saitama today. He has been walking for quite a while, so yeah. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference. Let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, okay. Ah. Oh, King. Okay, it's been a while we've seen them as well. Well, about that. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I don't consider myself. Yeah, they're making. Yeah. I don't think he does. Oh. Oh. This. What? Well, at least we are seeing Saitama interact with someone. Like, he has been just walking for like past 5 episodes or something. Oh. Hmm. Ultimate life form. Yeah? He made you guys the food. And he was just standing there to get eaten. You know what? You deserve that. You were just standing there monologuing like an idiot. Wait, what? Who's that? Gums? Oh, oh, he's hitting him from the inside. Oh, he's not happy about that. Obviously, if my food tried to eat me, I'd also not be happy. Nah, he's just that strong. He doesn't need to. His defense is probably. Wait, what? Okay. Ah. Hmm. Damn. um. Right. True. Yeah, look at it. It's shining. Three heroes. Oh my god. All right. Sure. Makes sense. Who's the other one? Oh, well. What? Well, that was way before. I think Garo can actually slice you in half now. Hmm. Hmm. Oh! Oh, for him. Okay. Ugh. Yeah. What the hell? Yeah. Okay. Saitama thinks this is a Looney Tunes or something. Well, whoa! Wait, did he just break into Orochi's lair? That was Orochi's lair, right? Where he was sitting? Like, damn. Bruh. Who the hell is that? Damn, everyone felt that. Right. Oh! Damn, Genos. Jones is still. Yeah, it's Saitama. Oh my god, he saw that. I think he has. Oh, you idiot. Oh, he just healed. Well, you attacked him. Yoroguru will have no idea what hit them. Oh, damn, Tatsumaki's here. Right. Oh, right. Hmm. Let's see how he fares against Tatsumaki. This guy has been speaking mad crap. Right. I I hope this doesn't work because Tatsumaki is supposed to be the one of the strongest. Number two hero. Yeah, it's not gonna work on her. Yo. Oh my god. uh oh damn. Oh wow, this guy has been speaking so much crap up until now. For this? You idiot! This is not even Saitama fighting you! Bro, nobody cares about your true form, dumbass! Wait, what the heck? Damn, she'll get even shorter. Bruh. Yeah, you're done for, bro. Yes, this guy was acting like some kind of a big shot or something. Turns out he's just garbage. Oh damn. That's it? This guy what? You're an idiot. This is not even Saitama fighting. Man, shut the hell up. Hmm. Okay. Damn, so this is not his actual body? Well, I knew he was gonna call Orochi because, Orochi's supposed to be the final boss here. Well, wow, you're just assuming again. Oh. Wait, has Saitama like defeated him already or something? That'll be funny. He's like, impossible! That is not possible! Okay, bro. That time is gone. Oh, there you go. So yeah, he is engaged with Saitama. Damn, Saitama just skipped all the side battles to just jump into directly the boss battle. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, well, it's like a dragon snake hybrid. Oh damn, he speaks. He broke it. Right. Oh, he dodged it. Oh wait, he's alive. Yeah, you think Pochi is going to attack him or after getting almost dying? Like I was saying, you want to fight him again? Right. There you go. Normal punch. Yeah. Yeah. Well, but Saitama's not excited. He just one punches everyone. That's why. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it will. Oh my god, this is hilarious. He's just gonna get one shot at it. Hmm. Alright, are you done with your? Oh my god, this thing just keeps speaking. I was gonna say, yeah. I was literally saying that. Yo. Well, there you go. Damn. Yeah, everyone's like feeling this. It's- yeah. Okay. Oh damn! All at the same time. But it won't matter. Come on. Let that one punch hit, and that's it. Oh wait, is it done? Okay. well, well, he punched you, bruh. He just burnt out. Great. Yeah, it's gone. Wow. All of that for this. Gyoro just right. Oh, okay. That's it. Are they gonna end like that? That's a weird way to end it. Like I know it's the ending of this season. Uh, hmm. Okay, there you go. Still left. He's like, yeah, I need to go with the strongest. Wait, what? all of the yeah. Hopefully he doesn't run into some monsters or anything. Yeah, bruh. Oh, it's Child Emperor. Oh no, wait. Why is he here? Nah, man. Who is this? Which monster is this? That's a monster in disguise. Come on, bruh. Yeah, there you go. He's like, wait, what? He's like, damn, did I just Oh no. What? Oh god. Well, that is it. Yeah. That there you go. Great, great season. Haha. Fantastic. Now, let me start with today's episode animation discussion. Um, it was, Saitama section was pretty good, I would say. Like, not pretty good, but it was okay. Uh, and the other sections were also okay. Like, it wasn't bad, but obviously, like, there was nothing good either. So, in my opinion, today's episode animation was like the same quality as the previous one, which was like comparatively better than a lot of the worst episodes of this season. But obviously, like I said before, the the, the bar is too damn low. So good animation in One Punch Man season 3, according to One Punch Man season 3 standards, is ultimately bad animation. But comparing this episode to the other episodes, it was good. So yeah, that was basically what it is. It was. But yeah, we get to see Saitama this time, and I think they at least, like, in Saitama section, at least it was like, I think it was done, like, they tried their best. You can see they tried their best to animate the section, and like, but obviously you can still see, like, there were like a lot of sections which which seem like unfinished. For example, those dragon kind of things, like, with the the flame dragons that come and like attack Saitama, like from different directions at the same time. Um, those parts and everything, the characters over there looked kind of like, I don't know. Again, it looked unfinished. Like there was like a lot of like, like it seemed like the finishing touch was not done. That's what it seemed like. But the animation was okay, I guess you could say. Like, the characters were moving at least, and Saitama was like actually fighting. And there was like proper camera movement and all that. So in that department, it was at least better than the other episodes with like, like sliding animations. Compared to those, at least, it was better. It was good. But yeah, obviously, this season, including this episode, was not good. It was definitely not good. Like, I think it is like at a 4.5 rating. Yeah, I'd probably, if I had to rate this season, I'd probably give it a 5 out of 10. Like, it was like absolutely like average at its best. I probably would have given it a lower rating if the few episodes that we got were good. If we didn't get those episodes, it would have been even lower. It would have been like a 3 out of 10. But those episodes, I guess you could say, kind of saved this season a little bit. The episodes that I'm talking about are like the shiny, like the Flashy Flash episode. The episode after that, after the Flashy Flash episode, this episode was also pretty good. So these episodes, like, it was like, I think like 4 or maximum 5 episodes, which saved this season from getting like a 3 or a 2 out of 10. Yeah, it like all the other episodes other than those episodes are at its best a 2 out of 10, not more than that. Absolute garbage they put out, you know so these episodes that were actually better kind of made the average score go up. So I'm saying, like, it's overall it's a 5 out of 10 this season. um yeah, and that's basically the whole situation. I know that they have announced season 3 part 2. It is going to be obviously by JC staff. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's still under Bandai Namco, which is, I don't think it's a good sign. And I don't think these people care. Yeah, that's what I think. I don't think these people care. They don't care. Like, like, yeah. So there you go. To 2027, as far as I know, it's coming out. Yeah, we're probably going to get another disappointment like this. I don't have any hope. Like genuinely, I don't have any hope. I'm just hoping that it's not even worse than this. If they go even worse than this, then I think people should stop watching this show. Like yeah, genuinely, like just stop watching this show. Just do yourself a favor and read the manga. Just do that. Like yeah, like I said, 2027 when One Punch Man season 3 part 2 comes out, I will give it a try. I'll give like one or two episodes a try. If the animation quality is this season standard or worse than that, I'm not going to watch the anime at all from that point onwards. I'm going to abandon the anime and I'm going to start reading the manga. Yes, I will have to wait again for 1 year. I know, one more year. Not, yeah, 1 year. Like 2026 already here, so 1 year. I'll have to wait 1 year and like hope for a better outcome. Just like I did all these years waiting for season 3, part 1. I'll probably have to do that. At this time, the wait is a lot lesser, obviously. It's like 1 year only. Yes, I have to go through that. But I will go through that and I will hope for a better outcome. If that is provided, everything's all well and good. I'll continue watching the show. And yeah, but if not, then yeah, I'm not going to watch the anime anymore. Like, I think like this is like some like what can I say? Like this is like such disrespect to not only like people like the creator and everyone, but the people who are watching this. What is this? Again, I don't know what problem is going on with them, what type of like problem this is. My best guess is that the animators are not getting enough time. Like that's my best guess. Like that's what's happening, not getting enough time or manpower. And that is my best guess about what is going on. So if this problem is not solved uh, in season 3 part 2 and it continues, yes, I think like like we should not watch this, or at least I'm not going to watch this. Like this is absolutely like what can I say? Like this is like some nonsense. So yeah. Anyways, we'll see. Like I genuinely don't have any hopes. I think next season will also probably be this season standard quality. It probably won't be worse than this because I don't know how much lower you can get than this. It seems kind of unimaginable. Like if you can go even lower than this, I think you should get like a Guinness World Record, like genuinely. Like yeah, I know there are animes that have worse qualities than this, but those are some anime that nobody knows. This is One Punch Man we're talking about. I'm like, what is this joke? One of the biggest things is being treated like this in through the mud. They're dragging this, and, like what type of nonsense is this? And this is freaking 2025, 2026. This is not back like 10 years ago when anime was just a medium to advertise the manga. This is not that generation. Nowadays, anime is a proper medium. We actually get shows which people watch. Like, yeah, back then when I started watching anime like 13 years ago, when I started watching anime was barely like a medium to advertise the manga and the light novel sales. That is why a lot of animes got one season and then they never got any other season. That is not the time now. Times have changed. Anime is a proper medium. It's getting more mainstream. And this is what you create? This nonsense? Nah, man, there should be a limit. There should be a limit. This is some garbage that is going on. Anyways, like whatever the problem is going on, either they fix it or I'm just going to stop watching because this is not it. Again, if today's episode quality previous episode quality, the shiny episodes quality, if those qualities were maintained, I probably still would have been okay with this season. But that is not what happened. There were so many episodes which were absolute garbage. Oh my god, this is so bad. Anyways, I don't know, man. This is like this is something else. Either way, there you go. But yeah, like I said, today's episode was okay. I was fine with it. Um, but yeah, now I have to say a few things though. Like a few of the things I would say like today's episode, it seemed like they were trying and then they just probably didn't have enough time to properly perfect, because there were a lot of the character models you can see in today's episode which had more details than the a lot of the other episodes had, but at the same time it wasn't enough. For example, I think like a lot of sections, um like Tatsumaki's shots were, I guess, more or less okay, I would say. Like, but obviously, like, I have seen like the manga, like illustrations, a lot of the manga illustration. One of the I guess you could say most popular manga illustrations of Tatsumaki is where she is like standing with her hands up like this, and like her dress is like, like kind of like flowing up, and like, like all the like rocks are going up. That that section was adapted here. I saw that. Uh, I can see that they tried their best, here, and I think it is okay. Like they it seems like they tried their best to adapt this part at least as much as they could, like closely to the manga. But then there were a few other scenes of like, but you know what, like I said, I think Tatsumaki's finds, like shots were okay. It was fine. It was obviously not as good as the manga, definitely. That is not possible. Like, Murata's art is absolutely crazy. Like even if this was like being adapted by like UFO Table, or like, like Wit Studio, or like Madhouse, uh in no way they would be able to replicate that. I guarantee you that. But like, so that's why like a complete like recreation is not possible. But you can see like Tatsumaki's shots were at least pretty good. There were like, I think like there were a lot of shots of Tatsumaki's sections which looked pretty good. One of them looked a bit weird, where it seemed like her whole like, like character model looked a little bit, I don't know, like janky. It seemed kind of like, like, I don't know. But other than that, Tatsumaki shots were fine. um Saitama's, a few of the Saitama's shot, you can see that Saitama, they also tried to do Saitama's shots pretty well as well, but a few of the shots feel a little bit weird to me. The body looked a little bit like crooked or like disproportionate, for a few of them. But it was still okay because, Saitama was moving and all that. The one section that I didn't like in today's episode was the section where we had Fubuki, Bang, Bomb, and King. Their section seemed like it was lacking, because, like, there was that section where Bang and Bomb, where Fubuki kind of falls down on the ground, and Bang and Bob are like kind of like, like in front of her protecting her or something. That part, Bang looks weird. Go and look at that part. Bang, Bang looks, Bang's like, like whole body looks disproportionate. I don't know why. Like, King looks weird in so many shots. Fubuki, it seemed like they tried with Fubuki as well, but kind of failed. They weren't able to do Fubuki justice as much as they did Tatsumaki, at least. Tatsumaki was, I feel like Tatsumaki's section, like, like character model was way better today than Fubuki. Fubuki, I don't know, like, I didn't like Fubuki's whole like thing. King, like I said, King was absolute garbage. His whole body looks disproportionate half of the times. Yeah. Bang looked weird in a few of the shots. Bomb also kind of looked weird. So this whole character, like these four characters, all of them looked weird in today's episode. I did not like that at all. Um, Other than that, yeah, I think those were the only characters that we saw today. Oh no, we had the other characters. Okay, what's his name? Uh, oh my god, I forgot his name. You know the dude, the muscular dude. Something uh, Blackluster or something like that. Wait a minute. Um, what was his name? Blackluster. Yeah. Okay. So I have to say his character model looked really good. Yeah, I would probably say that his character model looked the best out of every single character in today's episode. Yeah, I think that's the case. His character model looked the best out of everyone in today's episode. Then who else did we have today? We also had Pig God a little bit. We didn't see that much of him though. But yeah, so I think this is what I think. Um, the best character model in today's episode was Blackluster. Then I would say Tatsumaki. Then I would say Saitama. Then I would say Fubuki. And then Bang, and then Bomb and King. King looked the worst to me. I don't know. Like there were so many sections of King that just looked so disproportionate. It's like his body is big, his head is small, and then there's like yeah, no, not good. So that is what I think. Like Blackluster looked the best today. Yeah. But anyways, still comparatively, this episode the character models looked way better than so many other episodes. So yeah, and it seemed like they gave a lot of effort in today's episode, or like unlike a lot of the other episodes where it seemed like they just rushed the thing. They didn't do that here. It seemed like, or even if they did that, it was they still tried to like properly like finish like do like a proper finishing touch and everything to this episode. There's still a lot of sections lacking, like I said. um but yeah, overall it was an okay ending, I would say. Like One Punch Man season 3 standard wise. Right, I heard a lot of people who was like thinking like who were like, oh, maybe this episode will be like a really good animation, like nope. keep keep wishing, keep wishing for that. It ain't happening. And obviously there will be a lot of people who will be like, oh damn, like we're getting the like 2027 we're getting part 2. And there'll be a lot of people hoping, and they'll be like, you know what, they're getting one year, surely it'll be a good like thing. No, it won't. You know why? Because they don't start their work until a certain time. They're getting 1 year. I doubt they're starting today. You think they're going to go back home and they're going to start like on One Punch Man season 3 part 2 from today or from next day? Obviously not. They have a lot of other projects. So 1 year means nothing if they start like a week ago. It seemed like this season, it seemed like that's what happened. They had no time to do anything. And obviously, that's not the fault of the animators, it's the fault of the people who are making these decisions. They're the ones at fault here. Because, like these animators, they do a lot of other animes on top of these, like other shows. One Punch Man, and then like a lot of other things on top of that. So, poor management, I would say. Poor management, poor leadership, or whatever. And like I don't know, like and a lot of high expectations on these people to do a job that probably they are supposed to be doing in like 1 month, to do it in a week. That's probably what is going on here. And I'm sure the same thing is going to happen in season 3 part 2 as well, unless and until something changes. And will that change happen? That is the question. 80% chance it won't. It won't happen. And yeah, so everyone who's thinking like, oh yeah, they're getting 1 year time, no, they're not. They're not getting 1 year time. Yeah, we are getting like the show 1 year later. That doesn't mean they're going to be working on One Punch Man season 3 part 2 for 1 year. That is not what's going on. So there you go. It's just abandon all hope. Like I said, I've abandoned all hope for this show. Unless and until they really surprise me in season 3 part 2, that hope is never going to come back. And they completely ruined the reputation of One Punch Man anime. Completely ruined it. Anyways, I'm so pissed off. Like, this was a show that I was like looking forward to for so many years, and then they did this. Like, and I cannot believe like this is happening in 2025. Can you imagine? These type of things used to happen way before. Nowadays, like a lot of like you can see like animation studios are stepping up their games. You know, so many good animated episodes and everything. And you know, like and I was like, yeah, like this is so good. Like this is like one thing, like one positive of becoming mainstream, which is like you get more attention. That means more budget, more like good things. Like you know, and then we have this in 2025. Ah, absolutely. And this is One Punch Man. How can they do this, man? Like this is not some like show that nobody knows or something. Like what? I've seen slice of life animes have better animation than this. What is going on? Ah, this is so embarrassing. Like seriously. This is really embarrassing. These people should be ashamed of themselves. Like I said, there are actually slice of life animes better than this. Like which has better animation than this. Anyways, but yeah, I don't think they're ashamed. They're just probably just counting their money. That's it. Shame? What is that? That doesn't exist in these corporations and this big like you know, what do you call them? Corporate entities. Yeah, they shame. What is that? That doesn't exist in the dictionary for them. Right. Anyways, good lord. Yeah, that's it, and that's what I think. Today's episode was okay, like I said, animation wise and everything. But other than that, this season was an utter disappointment, and it'll probably continue being so. Such a shame. Anyways, yeah. Now let me talk about today's episode. Today's episode was Saitama. You know, we had Saitama finally fight and defeat Orochi in one punch, which was expected. I don't know why I like they were showing in the opening like Saitama and Garo like teaming up and fighting Orochi. I actually thought that was what was going to happen, but obviously not. You know, Saitama just one punched it. So you know, there you go. Now, other than Saitama one punching Orochi, we also had Tatsumaki one. I cannot say one punch because she didn't really punch him, but you know, like just destroy him from the inside. Tatsumaki just took him out, and Gyoro Gyoro was just for all these 12 episodes, he was speaking mad crap. You know, he was just like, oh, like like I don't know, like he was acting as if some sort of a like some sort of final boss or something. But nope, he just got like completely just destroyed like in a matter of a few seconds. Also, he was thinking like Orochi is going to come and save him, but obviously Orochi was involved with Saitama, so he couldn't come. So yeah, Gyoro is gone. Right. And the thing is, like, you can see, like, from this episode how strong Tatsumaki is. Like, Gyoro doing all of that, like, like those, like, super gravity thing and everything. Like, using his telekinesis to completely just trying to smoosh, like, Tatsumaki and, like, just completely just destroy her and all that. It didn't work. And Tatsumaki was like, oh, it's just, she was, like, doing this. Like, yeah, that's good. That's a good massage I'm getting. And then she like completely destroyed him. So you can kind of understand how strong and how out of league these guys were. Now I do wonder that what would have actually happened if Saitama was not here and Tatsumaki also had to fight Orochi. Now that is something that I have no idea how it would have gone, because Gyorogoro was strong, but obviously Gyorogoro is nothing compared to Orochi. So like seeing Saitama fight Orochi, obviously you cannot understand the power level, because Saitama makes everything look extremely easy. So seeing someone fight Saitama, it doesn't make you understand how strong the other person is, because you are not able to gauge their power, because Saitama just one punches everything. So I do wonder exactly how close the battle would have been if Tatsumaki fought Orochi. I think Tatsumaki probably would have still won, but I do wonder how much she would have struggled, or maybe she wouldn't have struggled. That's what I'm saying. Like, you cannot understand these characters' power level because Saitama just one punches them. So you like the power like difference is so skewed that you have no idea like who is strong and how much strong. Like, for example, if um, if uh, if let's say if Genos fought Gyoro, and no, if no, sorry, not that. If yeah, if Genos fought Gyoro, and Genos probably would have defeated Gyoro as well pretty easily, and then Tatsumaki fought Orochi, like you probably would have understood how strong like Orochi is, how much stronger Orochi is compared to Gyoro. Because Tatsumaki and Genos's power, I would say you can kind of compare that. Like you can kind of like compare that. Oh yeah, you know what? Genos is this strong. Tatsumaki is probably a little bit stronger than him. Um, but like you can kind of like compare. So by seeing like Genos fighting Gyoro and then seeing Tatsumaki fighting Orochi, you can kind of say, by the looks of how the battle goes, you can kind of say how much stronger Orochi is than Gyoro. For example, like if Genos didn't like really like break a sweat fighting Gyoro and then Tatsumaki was struggling to fight Orochi, you would kind of gather that okay, Orochi is extremely strong, way stronger than Gyoro. You know. But if Genos is like also didn't break a sweat against Gyoro and Tatsumaki struggled but a little bit against Orochi, then you'd probably be like, okay, so this probably means that Orochi is stronger than Gyoro, but not that strong. But this is Saitama we are talking about. You cannot understand what's going on. So I have no idea how much stronger Orochi is than Gyoro because Saitama just destroyed him. So, no clue. So yeah. Anyways, like, I guess that's it for Orochi. Or I don't know if he's going to come back again. Who knows? Because, technically, a little part of his body was still kind of there. So I wouldn't be surprised if he come back later. Who knows? But anyways, that's how his story ended over there for now, at least. Then obviously Gyoro's story also ended. Yeah. So what's going on? Like all the monsters have more or less gone. So is this it? They didn't really show that. Maybe next season we'll probably see where this direction this goes, because I I don't think there's any other villains here, any other monsters here who can pose a threat. So who knows? We'll see. Now, other than Tatsumaki and Saitama, which was like the majority portion of today's episode, there were a few other things. For example, like I said, the Black Luster, his part was really good as well. Black Luster just Saitama'd that other dude, that insect guy. He Saitama'd him, just one punched him. Oh boy. But yeah, like you can see he's very strong. He's very tough, as you can see. He's like his defensive capability is very high. We also got to see a little bit of Pig God. Pig God was eating, and then one of the others tried to eat Pig God. So Pig God got pissed and ate him, I think, like from the inside. So that's that. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. Nyan also came and tried to attack Saitama, but Nyan is smart. I said this in the previous episode myself. I was like, this cat is smart. He knows who he should pick a fight against. But he did kind of make a mistake by thinking that he could actually damage Saitama. So he tried to attack him, but as soon as he attacked him, he realized like, oh, this is my mistake. So immediately dipped, and he's probably never going to come and try to mess with Saitama again. He's smart. Unlike all those other like monsters who like try to act tough and try to like attack Saitama, this guy is smart. He realized immediately and he just dipped. He's like, nope, I tried and I think I probably am no match for him. So let me just run away. Makes sense. He's a cat. Like cats are smart. Right. But anyways, so there you go. So that's what happened over there. And who else? Was there anyone else today? Oh, okay. Bang's group. Bang Bombs, King, and Fubuki. So I don't know what they're doing. Like they're just roaming around, fighting monsters and everything. Then they said like they're just going to split up. So that's what they did. King is just alone, and he's like, "Nah, man, what is this?" I love that part where King comes across that monster slime, and, and he's like, he didn't even realize that was not the kid, and his heart was beating so hard that the monster got scared because he thought it was a King engine and just self-destructed. That's funny. Like again, like he lives another day. He just does this somehow, like because he was genuinely in danger here, like and still it somehow worked out in his favor. Oh god, that's funny. Also, we did see Genos as well, which is like it's been a while we've seen him. He like the last we saw him was when he was like at his in Saitama's place, and he was like, okay, you guys go ahead, I'm gonna wait here for Saitama sensei. And that's the last we saw of him. And now we are seeing him again. He was washing his dishes when he realized that Saitama is probably wreaking some havoc somewhere. So there you go. That's what also happened. So that's that. Now let me talk a little bit of Orochi. Orochi got completely just, yeah, like disrespected. He was giving his monologue and everything, like what every villain does. And Saitama's like, nah, let's like concise this into like 20 words or less. Like I don't care about your whole like nonsense. Like it doesn't matter because you're just gonna get one punched. What does it matter then? And he's not wrong. Like he's like, bruh, if you are able to withstand my punch, then come talk to me. Then give me your introduction. Otherwise, it's pointless. Like, what am I going to do with your introduction? I'm just going to one punch you, and then you'll be dust. You won't exist. That's funny. I do wonder if a day will come when someone survives Saitama's punch, and then Saitama genuinely gets interested in that person, and he's like, okay, tell me about you. What's your name? Give me your introduction. Give me your background, because it's probably going to be like that, because it's not that Saitama doesn't want to know about the other person. He knows that it's pointless to know because he's just going to one punch him. So if there's someone who genuinely survives his punch, he'll probably be like, you know what, tell me, who are you? Like now that you've survived, yeah, I'm interested. Right, so there you go. Anyways, so yeah, that's what happened. And Orochi was like, oh, like the first time I felt fear. And that was the final words that he said. Oh boy. Either way, and there you go, that is what happened. Right. And that's where this season ended. So, yeah, we got to see Saitama in action. That was pretty fun. And it was also pretty fun seeing Tatsumaki beat up Gyoro as well. Gyoro was pissing me off from a long amount of time. And yeah, he got what he deserved. But anyways, yeah, other than that, yeah, painfully average mediocre season with some really badly animated sections and some okay sections, both kind of balancing each other to make a very average experience. you know so yeah, uh i would I would have said that I hope season 3 part 2 is better than this, but I'm not going to say it because I know it's not going to happen. If it happens, then yeah, I guess that's good. But yeah, it's not going to happen. Like, I doubt the quality is getting better than this, unless and until, like I said, some drastic change happens, and like, I don't know. But anyways, I'm not going to expect or hope anything from this show ever again. I'm going to wait for one more year, see if season 3 part 2 is better, or is it of the same quality or worse quality. If it is like of the same quality or the worst quality, I'm not going to watch the anime again. I'm going to discontinue the anime. I'm just going to continue like reading the manga, and that's what I'm going to do. So, and you know what? Even if it doesn't matter if the quality gets better or not, I am going to read the manga, this section at least, this whole section that got adapted here. I'm going to read the manga and see what they changed and how much of a stark contrast there is. I've also heard there's been a lot of sections censored, which I was not aware of. So, yeah. Anyways, that is it. I'll end this video here, guys. Thanks for watching. This was my reaction to the final episode of One Punch Man Season 3. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed, comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That is it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next anime reaction. Like some new animes are coming. I'm going to react to them. So yeah, until then, goodbye and have a nice day.